Hello, everyone. Happy Sunday. We have a special go live today because we have a special guest. So, first of all, we'd like to introduce ourselves. My name is Carla. I am a mom of two, a full time employee, and a proud digital business owner.
Good evening, guys. My name is Candy. I'm also a mom of two, a full-time employee, and a proud digital business owner.
Hi everyone, my name is Luisa. I'm also a mom of two, a full-time employee, and a proud digital business owner.
So welcome and thank you for giving us a few minutes of your time. If you've been watching our videos, we celebrated our special guest today. We celebrated her success yesterday. She is one of our business partners, and she worked in a pharmaceutical company, a nurse by profession, and a job quitter shortly after joining the business. She is truly an inspiration to us all. Please welcome Coach Lizelle. Hello,
Hello,
Coach.
guys. Thank you for having me here. Good morning. I'm here in the Philippines right now. I've been here since December 24th, so almost a year
Almost a
already.
year.
Ah,
So happy to be with my family here in the Philippines. Yeah, it's more fun in the
yes.
Philippines.
Yes.
Yes.
So thank you for joining us today. So we just have a few questions for you so that everyone, all of our viewers can get to know you and celebrate your success as well. So
Mhm.
our first question is, please share with us your life background prior to venturing into the digital business.
Okay, so before I found this business, before I joined this business, I used to work in a manufacturing company in the pharmaceutical company in Canada. But I processed my nursing profession there because when if you want to become a nurse there, you have to submit all the required documents first, and they're gonna assess your credentials and everything, and you have to study first, an exam, of course. While processing my nursing profession there, because since I'm a registered nurse here in the Philippines, I worked in the pharmaceutical company, and then it was so hard for me because of the heavy lifting and the salary. The salary wasn't enough to supplement my growing needs. I'm a mom of one. You guys are a mom of two, so I'm a mom of one. And it was so hard because of I have a lot of responsibilities also here in the Philippines. I had bills in Canada. um, there are a lot of bills there. Paying all the I have five credit cards also that were almost maxed out at that time. So I needed to work overtime. It was so hard, and then I found this business.
Wow, so it's a blessing. Okay, next question.
Um, so, can you please share with us, Coach, how did you find out about this business?
Oh yeah. um, um, it was after while working, when I arrived home from work, I scrolled down my Facebook newsfeed, and then that's where I found this online business. So it popped up on my Facebook while I was scrolling down my Facebook newsfeed, and I was like, this is very interesting. So I registered my name, my email address on her website, and I received an email from her um, telling me to watch the free webinar. And I told myself, it's a free webinar anyway. So I'm gonna watch the video. So after watching the video, I was like, I also want that kind of life that they are like, they're experiencing already. And I saw a lot of uh, job quitters already in the business, and they're spending time with their families, with their friends, with their, and they can travel whenever they want to. And I was like, that kind of life, I want that kind of life too. So how they presented the business, I was like, like it got it I got interested because of the system that we have in the business. You're not gonna chase people, you're not gonna bother people here. I was like, I'm gonna try that business. And and that it inspired me a lot because of um like most of us, we are paying also the credit cards and a lot of bills and responsibilities in our families. Like usually Filipinos, we love to help our families here in the Philippines, right? And they were able to pay off their credit cards. They were able to, to build their future because of this business, and they were able to do a lot of things because of this business. So I was like, I want that kind of life too. So I will try this business. So that's how I found this business. I found it through Facebook ads from someone I didn't know. So I just followed the steps there. I registered my name and email address. I watched the webinar and I joined right away. But of course, before joining, I prayed for it. I was like, Lord, if this business is for me, please allow me to join this business. And but after I opened my eyes, I was like, that excitement that was in my heart was like it. So it's like the Lord was telling me to join this business. So I joined the business right.
Mm.
Wow, that's
So,
good.
yeah.
Yeah.
You didn't even feel ano, yung skeptical at
No,
all.
no, because I had that confident. I was so confident enough to join the business because of I
Oh,
prayed. That gave me confidence in joining the business because I asked guidance. Mm-hmm.
I see.
Mm-hmm.
And, so third question is what were your pain and struggles before starting your digital business?
Oh yeah, pains and struggles. Yeah, like most of us, like I've mentioned, I had 5 credit cards that were almost maxed out at that time. It was like more than, I think, almost $70 of debts in the credit card, and I needed to work overtime also, but still it wasn't enough, And always had someone to look after my son. He was 2 years old at that time. And then I was so busy. I was so, tired of working. And when I got home, like, I didn't have time to play with him anymore because I needed to take a rest. I needed to, to sleep. And then in the morning I needed to go to work again. And that alarm clock in my side, I was like, wait, so it's like it's so annoying because you want to sleep more, but the alarm clock is telling you to wake up. You have to go
Yes.
back to work again. You have to wake up, and then even if you're not doing well, you have to wake up in the morning, go to work again, and then working overtime. It wasn't enough. I was so tired, like exhausted life, that kind of life, and then a lot of responsibilities here because I grew up in a it's not a middle class family. It's like a poor family. So I have to, I have that responsibility to help my family. Not everything, but during the, like, if they have emergencies, medical, if there's someone was in the hospital, you have to pay for the bills and everything. You have to cover that bills. And yeah, those are all those were the pains and struggles before I joined this business. That's why when after watching the webinar, I got so inspired and motivated to jump up right away in the business.
Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of us can relate to that because we all want to help our family. I mean, we're all Filipino here, right? We have family in the Philippines. That's really a dream of ours to really help our families there, especially they know we're working here, abroad. They think we're earning so much, but really it's not, 'di ba? Kasi we have
Mhm.
also a lot of expenses. So, I mean, I would also like to be able to help my family in the Philippines. Not that they're really asking, but if I can just give it right without them even having to ask, that would be even better.
Yes.
Yeah. So the next question we have is, oh, sorry. What is the greatest impact of the digital business to your life?
And there are a lot of results and the greatest impact. I love doing ministry for the Lord, and because of this business, I was able to. I now, like, I couldn't imagine that those things came into my life. Like, first, I became a job quitter, and actually, here's the short story. After watching the webinar, after joining the business, I decided to quit my job right away. And
Wow.
Wow.
yeah, and I wrote I submitted a resignation letter to the company I worked with because it was so tiring. It was so tiring, physically tired, mentally and emotionally tired because of your environment also in your job. Like a lot of people, like most of them, they're not really working well like you did, like you do. That got me, that made me stressed also. And um I decided to quit my job right away after joining the business. So I didn't have results yet at that time. So, I submitted my resignation letter to the company, but I had to stay 1 month before you leave the company because that's the rule. So I stayed there for 1 month, and then I told myself, if this business will not gonna work for me, I'm gonna find another job. Anyway, I was so tired already at that company. So, but the Lord gave me results right away after launching my business. 3 days after, I got results, and then after that, results and results. So I have no, I was like, so I made that right decision to quit my job. Yeah, that was a very brave decision I made. So I submitted the resignation. I became a job quitter right away after joining the business. Like I didn't have results yet at that time. Like I just had that confidence in my heart that this business will give me that time freedom and the financial freedom, and I'm gonna pay off all of my debts. And I was like, this business will give me that, to help more to my family, to a lot of responsibilities. So that was the short story how I found this business. And the greatest impact, um, also the greatest impact of this digital business to my life. And another thing, because since I've mentioned, um, I love doing ministry for the Lord, and because of this business, I have that full time. The time that I want to give for the Lord, to study the Bible, to do the Bible studies. And I'm also in Canada. I'm a what do you call this, a Sunday school teacher in our congregation. And then, so I have that time. And here in the Philippines, there are churches also that they wanted me to preach sometimes. Like just yesterday, I preached in our church. And so I have that time. And then this Saturday, there's also a church here in the Philippines that they are going to celebrate the Thanksgiving Day. So it's like, we celebrated our Thanksgiving in Canada and USA, but different. It's a different Thanksgiving Day here in the Philippines. Like the churches wanted to celebrate the plentiful harvest, giving thanks to the Lord for everything, for all the goodness, like that. So I will be the speaker on that, on that Thanksgiving Day. So yeah, I have that time, that full time to study the Bible, to study the words, and I love that ministry. So that's why I'm almost 1 year here in the Philippines. I love doing my ministry here, like going to do the Bible studies also in my family, in my friends, to like many. So those are the greatest impact in my life. And then I was also able to pay off my credit cards. I was able to build a house here in the Philippines, of course, for my family, for my parents, for my sisters and brothers, because like I've said, I grew up in a poor family. My parents are farmers, but they worked very hard for me to become a registered nurse. And they wanted me to go abroad, because being a nurse in abroad, like you'll get a huge salary for that. But thankfully I found this business, and because of this business, I did not pursue my nursing career anymore. And I know the salary of a nurse is like five figure, also 4 to 5 figures, and it's a huge salary per month. But this business gave me more than that, like 5 times, multiple times of, like, the money, the income that I'm receiving here in the business. It's like triple times or 5 times or more than that, compared to what we get as a nurse, the salary of being a nurse abroad, right? So it's unlimited income. So I'm so, so thankful to the Lord because of this business. Yes. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, for the questions.
Thank you for sharing. That's really inspiring. So our next question is, do you have any regrets starting this business?
No, as in no, zero at all. Like, I'm so happy I found this business because yeah, there are a lot of people who's struggling, right, in abroad, but
Mm-hmm.
um if they really want to try this business, this could help them also. So I have no regrets. I have no regrets starting this business because is like this is the instrument that the Lord has given me to supply everything, to sustain my needs, to do everything that I wanted to do. Mhm.
That's good.
You're so blessed.
We're like so quiet, right?
Um,
Okay.
last
So do you have any
question.
questions? Yeah,
I
next
think that's
question.
last one, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Last one is, what advice would you offer individuals who aspire to start an online business but unsure about where to begin, who are scared and skeptical about this opportunity?
Advice. For me, first, like what I did, I prayed for it. So they have to ask wisdom if this business is for them or not, because um, not every business, not all of the people wanted to do the business, but those who really want to, they should try watching the webinar. Anyway, it's free, so it's nothing to lose. They just have to enter their name, cinema address, and after watching the webinar, they will do they're gonna, if they want to reach out to that person, they can ask questions how this business works, and then um, do a research about this business. And like, we are doing go live, so it's a proof also that we are real, that this business is legit. We're not gonna show off our faces in front of the camera if we're doing, if we're doing a business that is not legit. So they just have to, to pray for it if this business is for them or not, and then watch the webinar. It's 90 minutes free webinar only, and then after that, they're gonna do a research. And business could also this could also, the way, if they're experiencing that pains and struggles before, or if they're experiencing that pains and struggles right now, um, this business could be an answer to their prayers also. They just have to try, like, nothing to lose, right?
Yeah.
So
Mm-hmm.
you just have to try, yeah, and then reach out to us, reach out to, you have all the websites there, and then they just have to, to choose which website they're going to register, and then watch the free webinar.
Yeah. So, if any, thank you to all our 1 million viewers. You heard what you heard what Coach Lizelle said. Pray for it. If this is the business for you, then you need to just make it happen and work hard. And yeah, do your research. If you have questions, we're all here to answer any of your questions. Um, yeah, like what Coach Giselle said, please just go to any of our websites. It's on our page right here. So mine is carlaperganan.com. And then Candy's is theinglegacy.com. Luisa's is luisaenriquez.com. And Coach Lizelle, what is your website?
It's okay.
Well, yeah. So any of us, please reach out to any of us if you have any questions. Register to our website. Yeah, all you need to do is put your name and your email address, and watch the 90-minute free webinar.
Yeah, my website is iamblessed29.com. So it's a declaration. It's a declaration that I am already blessed. We are already blessed because we are here in business. So it's just a matter of, you just have to work for it. You just have to, to do the things that we really need to do. So it's www.iamblessed29.com. Yeah, that's my website.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Do you have any other questions for Coach Lizelle? Okay, so thank you, Coach Lizelle, for your time. We
Thank you
really,
so
really
Thank you,
appreciate.
much.
Coach. Thank you.
You're such an inspiration to us all. So thank you for your time and thank you for answering our questions.
Thank
Have a
you.
good night. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.